This is the War Brief Daily for April 4th, covering the Iran and wider Middle East theater. Tonight, we are tracking four major updates. First, 2 U.S. military aircraft have been downed. An F-15E Strike Eagle confirmed shot down over Iran. Second, Iran is widening its Gulf energy infrastructure campaign, striking Kuwait and the UAE. Third, an IRGC general is confirmed killed, and Iran's missile launch capacity continues to degrade. And fourth, ceasefire talks have collapsed. First, the aircraft losses. This is confirmed. An F-15E Strike Eagle was shot down over southwest Iran on April 3rd. The New York Times, CBS News, and Axios all independently confirmed the downing, citing U.S. and Israeli officials. Iranian state media also reported it. At least one crew member was successfully recovered. Separately, Jerusalem Post live coverage on April 4th reports a second U.S. aircraft, an A-10, was also downed by Iranian fire in the Persian Gulf area, with its pilot rescued. That brings the confirmed total of U.S. aircraft lost in this now 5-week conflict to 6. This is only the second time an active U.S. combat aircraft has been downed by adversary air defenses since the Gulf War era. Iran's Bavar 373 surface-to-air missile system remains partially operational despite coalition suppression efforts. The air defense network has not been neutralized. Second, Iran's Gulf energy strikes. This is confirmed via official Gulf government statements and multiple wire services. Iranian drones struck Kuwait's Mina al-Ahmadi oil refinery on April 3rd, setting it ablaze. The Kuwait Petroleum Corporation confirmed the attack. The UAE's Habshan gas facility was also hit. At least one person killed, confirmed by Al Jazeera and the UAE Ministry of Defense. Bahrain's Defense Force confirmed intercepting threats as well. Iran is not attempting a full Hormuz closure. Roughly 20% of global daily oil supply transits that strait, and a closure would devastate Iran's own oil exports to China. Instead, Tehran is applying graduated pressure on Gulf neighbors hosting U.S. assets. Coercion by calibration, maximizing adversary pain while staying below the threshold of a unified Western military response. Third, Iranian leadership losses and the IDF campaign, confirmed via Iran's Fars news agency. IRGC Brigadier General Mohammad Hossein Sofi was killed in a strike on Khorramabad. ISW's April 3rd assessment confirms that U.S. and Israeli strikes have severely degraded Iran's medium-range ballistic missile capabilities. Launch volume against Israel is down measurably from the first-week peak. On the Lebanese front, the IDF struck multiple Hezbollah positions on April 3rd and issued warnings about 2 additional bridge targets in southern Lebanon. One emerging development worth tracking closely. Hezbollah is now deploying fiber-optic guided FPV drones. Because the signal travels through a physical cable rather than radio waves, electronic warfare jamming is completely ineffective. The only countermeasures are kinetic interception or destroying the launch team before they fire. In Iraq, militia drones struck near Baghdad International Airport and airstrikes hit PMF positions in the Nineveh Plain. Fourth, the diplomatic picture. Confirmed by the Wall Street Journal, mediators have hit a dead end. Iran issued a formal 5-point counterproposal through hardline state television, demanding recognition of Iranian sovereignty over the Strait of Hormuz, full U.S. military base withdrawal from the region, war damage compensation, and a guarantee against future aggression. U.S. intelligence assesses Iran is unlikely to ease Hormuz pressure in the near term. There is no visible diplomatic off-ramp right now. Both sides appear to be in an attrition and leverage-building phase. Here's what to watch next. Monitor for a formal CENTCOM statement on the aircraft losses and the circumstances of the F-15E downing. Watch for satellite imagery confirming damage at Mina al-Ahmadi and Habshan. Track whether Iran shifts from Gulf energy pressure back to a fresh missile salvo against Israel, and watch for any coordinated Houthi strike timed to the current cycle. On diplomacy, Iran's 5-point proposal looks more like an opening bid than a final position. Watch for any back-channel movement. That's your War Brief Daily for April 4th.